First, find the previous video, Wendy's file that has been done. It turns out Wendy is not Wendy, it was Wendy.
Patos.
Aren't you the wind god? Open the file. Go fix the finger first. Just optimize the repair finger bone tool today. Not only does it arch the bones, it also ensures that they are oriented in the same z-axis direction. Next, check if all parts of the transform are zeroed. It seems to be fine. Lead the characters. I don't know what's running in the background of the computer. It took over a minute to direct a character. Next, export the body. That's quick. Just a few seconds. Now let's redo the guitar strings. The previous amplitude was not large enough, and I had a new idea. Want to switch X-ray mode? Result conflicts with NVIDIA's app shortcuts. It seems that this pitfather setting must be changed. Now redo the head and tail. And by the way, this is my new string idea. It turns out that the amplitude of each string is the same. Now, I want to change this to increment the amplitude from the high strings to the low strings. First string amplitude 20 caddies. Increment the amplitude of each string by 5. But an hour later, I regretted it, because the amplitude is still not obvious enough. Recommended minimum amplitude of 50 square feet. Then, each string increments by 10. Okay, there you go. Merge them into one object. Then export. Be careful between exports. I'm zeroing the strings and guitar parent back to square one. After export, reactivate the position and rotation constraints on the parent. This makes it easy to export the state and switch between actual usage states. Now, we can use the new function of exporting Unreal data. Put the previously set character information. Export after coordinate system conversion. This way, we only need to set it up once in Blender. You can use it directly in Unreal. After all, the ease of operation in Unreal still far inferior to Blender. Now you can open the Unreal project file. I don't know if it's because the NVIDIA app is opened in the background. Open slowly like a snail. It took about 3 minutes to open the screen. The one that hasn't been textured yet is Alita from DAW Studio. Leave her alone for now. Now follow the general process. Wendy's character and piano are brought in. Remember to import characters and strings in skeletal mesh format. Objects without animation can be imported as mesh type. The imported piano body and strings are bound to the bones of the character's upper body. It's the same bone as the one in Blender. The next step is to add an instance of FretDance, Unreal. You put the character and the piano and the strings underneath it. Now go and generate control rigs for both characters and strings. Drag them all into the sequence. Add the newly generated control rig. Next, fill in the character bones and guitar bones in the basic properties of the instance. Now in the Plugins drop-down menu, you should be able to find an example of this. Go and rename it. Otherwise, I can't tell who is who. Next, go to load the character information of the Unreal version. It's the file we exported with the plugin in Blender just now. Click to set up the control rig and initialize the guitar. Next, set up the bone and control mapping. Why can't I find the fingertip bones? What the hell? I forgot to add the in-page skeleton. Okay, go back to Blender, and add it again. I'm surprised, something 3 meters size. How can the export be so slow? Go back to Unreal and re-import. After re-importing, remember to refresh it in the control rig. The fingertip bones can now be found. Now you can synchronize bones and controls. The most complex part, we do with copy and paste. Copy jets. Let's just change it to something different. Jet's control rig didn't deal with the arm twist bone. Let's add it manually. Now load the imported data from Blender. Check the effect. The positions and rotations of all controls are correctly converted, but the orientation of the IK chain is different. The IK algorithm has subtle differences. Fortunately, it's not a big problem. Let's just adjust the pose of a few reference poses. The pole target of the finger should also be adjusted, but it only needs to be adjusted once. After adjustment, just set their location to the default value. It's almost ready. Now go and register Wendy. Next we find a piece to test. The left arm pole still needs to be adjusted. Just changed only 3 positions, doesn't seem enough. And the right thumb is as bad as in Blender. Why does it feel like the strings are not moving? I seem to have forgotten to add a synchronized animation node to the control rig of the string. Why can't I see the string move? Obviously there is animation data. It turns out that the amplitude is still small. You have to get this close to see it. Here's how it actually works. There will always be pits like this. Just get used to it. Just get used to it. But here, the process is over. If it is not perfect, go back and modify it. Thanks for watching. Let's finish listening to the music together.